Our first runner heads down Main Street, running all by himself into the finish line of the 2010 Great Bay Half Marathon. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2010 Great Bay Half Marathon winner from Reading, Mass, Mark Hudson. In what should be a new course record in the 4-year history. One more round of applause for our 2010 winner, Mark Hudson from Reading, Mass. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. I have with me the winner of the 2010 Great Bay Half Marathon, Mark Hudson from Reading, Mass. Mark, tell us about your run today.
Went through 5 miles with the guy who was either coming through or staying through, and then it just started getting hot, so we were just kind of hold on and try not to collapse.
This is your first time at this race. Talk about the course.
It is a tough course. We got the hills through 5 and 9, just going at the wrong time, and it was a little hot, but it was a good day to run.
Now, it didn't seem very windy here at the finish line. Was there much wind out there?
Not really. There were some gusty points, but usually you're going downhill.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Hudson, your 2010 Great Bay Half Marathon winner, is our second runner. Now approaches our finish line. Number 5, 5-0, from Exeter. We bring on a local runner as our second finisher. This will be our third finisher. Wearing number 1,000, Sarah Monteval from Seabrook. How about number 4, representing the Whirlaway Racing Team of Massachusetts, Mark Gibson from Durham. So we've had 2 local runners finish. And here's Carl Hartford from Medford, Mass. Mark Gibson, by the way, unofficially our first Masters finisher. That's runners 40 and over. Number 455. Dan Ferreira from Concord. Dan is an accomplished triathlete who has had a terrific 2010 so far. As you heard from our winner, Mark Hudson, it is getting a little warm out today. The other thing, of course, that's so difficult about running in this time of year, you've done a lot of training January, February, and March when it's cooler, and all of a sudden you get hit with a warmer day. It does make it a little more of a challenge because you're just not used to the warmer weather so early in the year. Sam Lalin from Manchester. The runner who kicks it in the final yards, number 14 and 97, is Morgan Suter from Charlestown, Mass. As you can see, a lot of these runners out there on their own still ran a fast time, and that is not easy to do. Anybody who's done any running knows when you're out there, whether it's a training run or a race, and you're running with somebody or attacking people, it's a lot easier to run fast. If you've got nobody in sight in front of you, behind you, or with you, to maintain a fast pace becomes a much more difficult challenge. But that's the challenge that these top runners were more than up to today with their exceptional finishes. This is another local runner from Stratham, Tim Roach. The walkers started an hour early. So they are at approximately 2:24:36 on the clock. And this is a race walker who will be finishing up. This is Kiyoshi Ime, local race walker, going the distance. Believe me, if you think it's easy to race walk 13.1 miles, you see the work that Kiyoshi is putting, and that is a tremendous strain on the legs and muscles, being able to race walk 13.1 miles. If you think that's easy, you try it sometime. Race walking, by the way, becoming more popular here in the state of New Hampshire. Meanwhile, our next finisher, wearing bib number 99, is Joe Beancap from Brookline, Mass. One of the many Bay State runners joining us this morning at the 2010 Great Day Half Marathon. That is Keith Schmidt from Durham. As we pass 1:26 on the clock, it can't be long before we see our first female make her way down Main Street into the finish line. Dave Clark, Arlington, Mass. And right on cue, ladies and gentlemen, your female winner of the 2010 Great Day Half Marathon, Caroline Queen from Andover, Mass. As we did with our men's winner, in just a moment we will talk with our women's winner of the half marathon. Ladies and gentlemen, I have with me our female winner, Caroline Yuna from Andover, Massachusetts. Caroline, tell us about your run today. Take a moment, Caroline. You just ran 13.1 miles. We will wait.
Yeah, fine.
You all right? Okay, tell us about your run.
It was a good run. It was a beautiful course, but it's probably by far the hardest half marathon course I've ever run. So.
But now, did you know where the second place female was, or did you pretty much lead all the way?
I was in the lead for the first few miles, and then the second place female caught me and ran probably.
Speaking of which, let's greet the second place female. She is a local runner, Anna King from Greenland. Our second female of the 2010 Great Day Half Marathon. Also, Gary Masson, ladies and gentlemen, your local runner from Newmarket, one of the top 50 bus runners. Caroline, the men's winner said it was hot out there. Did it feel that way for you?
I ran this last year and I thought there was shade on the course, but this.
Well, we did change the course.
Yeah, it was very hot.
Okay, but now you run it. Was this a much more difficult run for you than last year?
I was pregnant last year, so I thought it would be easier this year, but probably this is hard.
Well, it doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. Caroline Yuna, our female winner. So our men's and women's winners are in, and now it's the hundreds more that will finish behind them in the 2010 Great Bay Half Marathon. Dave Boyle, Atkinson, New Hampshire. Let's bring home number 1457, Chris Wilheim, Exeter. And following Chris to the finish line, Paul Kavanaugh, Rye. How about it for number 6?